Alrighty, folks, we are about to get underway here on Smackdown, making his way down to the ring. He is one of the three competitors. It is LA Knight. LA Knight looking to walk in tonight and looking to walk out your winner. He is in one of our two triple threat matches tonight. And making his way next. The next competitor. Oh shit! The prize fighter! Making his way down to the ring from Ontario, Canada, Kevin Owens! Kevin Owens, tonight in Oklahoma, wants to win. He wants to be in next week's main event for the WWE Championship. He's got to get through LA Knight. And of course, the final competitor in this ladder match. He is the son of legendary wrestler Rey Mysterio. He is the dirtiest of them all. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And Oklahoma giving him a warm welcome as they rain down boos. Dominic, though, not letting it bother him as he claps and is just taking it all in. He is looking to be in next week's main event for the WWE Championship. Our other triple threat coming later tonight. And of course, in tonight's main event, Penta and Javon Evans will battle for the United States Championship. We have much more matches to come, but we are about to start with one of our two triple threat matches. And Dominic going right after LA Knight. Lex, and there's Kevin Owens going right after Dominic. And these three men now going to war. Kevin Owens luring out the Dominic. Dominic off the ropes, takedown to Kevin Owens. And here comes LA Knight now with some strikes to Dominic. Dominic, now LA Knight going after Kevin Owens. Neckbreaker. Dominic getting out of the ring. He takes a kendo stick. Oh, kendo stick to the face of LA Knight. And these three men know that it's going to take. Oh, Kevin Owens with a strike with a kendo stick. And Kevin Owens going ham with that kendo stick. Kevin Owens calling LA Knight to his feet. Looking around. Whack to Dominic. Another whack. Dom out of the way. Dom with a drop kick that takes down Kevin Owens. LA Knight, Dom now, but here LA Knight now going after Dominic. LA Knight and Dominic. Oh, Dominic with a chop to the chest of Knight. And LA Knight, Dominic with a crossbody to LA Knight. Dominic now has Kevin Owens in the corner. And Dominic planting him on LA Knight's knee. Dominic using LA Knight's knee as his own weapon. LA Knight now, oh, caught by Dominic with a Hurricane Rana. Dominic caught LA Knight with his own motion. And Kevin Owens now taking out Dirty Dom. Kevin Owens now DDT to LA Knight, who was trying to get back up. And Dominic going under the ring. Kevin Owens was trying something, but no, Kevin Owens stopping Dominic, who was trying to use a chair? No, baseball bat. Sorry. Could not tell what that was for a second. But Dominic and Kevin Owens now going out. LA Knight stopping the two, going after Dominic. And LA Knight now, oh, a spine buster to the cover. Kevin Owens immediately breaks that up. Not letting LA Knight get anything. Kevin Owens now giving some LA Knight with some strikes. LA Knight with a counter strike. LA Knight now with some strikes to the face of Kevin Owens. And a neck breaker. And now here comes Dominic Mysterio going right after Knight. No, LA Knight with a counter. Some strikes in the face of Dominic. Back and forth between these two. Down to LA Knight with a clothesline that takes down Dominic. Kevin Owens back into the ring. Now Dominic running out of the way. Kevin Owens now going after Dominic. And now LA Knight going after Owens. No, Owens not letting LA Knight do any more. Kick to the gut. These two men back and forth. No, LA Knight with an arm drag. LA Knight going Kevin Owens going back and forth. Dominic still dazed in the corner over there. And he is just letting these two go to spine buster to Kevin Owens. Big boot to Dominic. And LA Knight is standing tall now here tonight to open us up in this triple threat match. Dominic outside in the days. LA Knight, elbow drop, looking to put it away. Is he going to the main event next week? 1, 2, Dominic Mysterio saves the matchup for him and KO. LA Knight, punch to the gut of Dominic, going after both, but Dominic going right after LA Knight. LA Knight stopping him. LA Knight, BFT, blood force trauma. LA Knight to the cover, 1, Dominic kicks out at 2. Kevin Owens now got back to his feet. LA Knight was distracted. Kevin Owens now. He's got the advantage. Dominic down. LA Knight flipping him over. Taken down. LA Knight taken down. Kevin Owens and Dominic Mysterio now going back and forth. Kevin Owens, pop-up powerbomb. This could do it right here. 1, 2, and somehow Dominic gets the shoulder up at 2 barely. Kevin Owens cannot believe it. He thought he had that match won. Kevin Owens now with some shots to the chest to Dominic. Dominic counters. Dominic got big power slam to Kevin Owens. Big power slam there. Dominic is covered now trying to steal it, but LA Knight will not allow him. Back and forth here now. Dominic over move. LA Knight counters with a kick to the gut. And LA Knight now taking out Dominic Mysterio. Drop kick. Back and forth. Oh, Owens stops LA Knight. Kevin Owens. Stunner. Stunner for the win. 1, 2. LA Knight gets the shoulder up at 2, and he keeps this match alive. Back and forth match here tonight, folks. Kevin Owens arguing with the ref. Dominic back to his feet. LA Knight getting back to his feet as well. And LA Knight going after Owens. Missed though. These two men going back and forth. Dom bringing in chair spinebuster. Punch to the face clothesline. And Dom chair shot right to the face of LA Knight. Dominic Mysterio trying to put Knight down. Dominic Mysterio. Can he do it? Dominic to the top rope. Mysterio now. Dominic Mysterio. Frog splash. For the win. 1, 2. LA Knight kicks out. And Owens helped break the pin up, I think. Back and forth. Mysterio now going after Owens. Wait. Kevin Owens now taking out Dom. Dom with a drop kick. LA Knight now. Caught by Dom. Crossbody. Dominic Mysterio now is looking to put away Kevin Owens. Mysterio. Irish up into the corner. And Dominic now with a big power slam to Owens. Oh. And LA Knight now taking out Dominic. LA Knight now. What has he got playing? Clothesline pulling him in. LA Knight now. LA Knight no one for the BFT. Dominic counters. Dominic counters. Oh. Taking him out. Taking him out. Kevin Owens. Stunner. Stunner. It's over. It's over. Stunner. No. What the hell happened? Dawn KO. With a low blow. And in a cover now. 1, 2. LA Knight got the shoulder up! Oh my God! I thought it was over with the stunner and the low blow! These two men! LA Knight back to his feet! Dominic and Owens going out. Drop kick! No! Dominic! Owens moved out of the way. Dominic takes him down now. Dominic trying to pin. LA Knight immediately kicking him down, not letting him do anything. Not for a punch. No. Dominic count. No! LA Knight counters. LA Knight clothesline! Big boots to Owens. Big boots to Kevin Owens. LA Knight now to the top rope. What is LA Knight thinking? No! Calculated it wrong. I think he missed the big boots. Oh no. Oh, looking at the crowd. He's going for the Megastar elbow. Megastar elbow drop. And the cover. 1, 2. Dominic breaks it up and keeps it alive. Mysterio's looking to go to the next man. BFT! BFT to Dominic! 1, 2, 3. KO was too late. And LA Knight steals it right under his nose. What a back and forth match, folks. But it's LA Knight who's moving on to the main event next week. He now must wait to see who wins later's triple threat match for him to know who he was faced next week in the main event. LA Knight, though, is one win closer to the WWE Championship after that performance. Congratulations. We got the Tag Team Championships up for grab in our next match. Making his way down to the ring first, he is one of the craziest luchadors, Psycho Clown! Psycho Clown coming over from the Mexican Indies. He is one of the craziest high flyers you will see move. Signed to WWE recently, and tonight him and his tag partner take on Fraxium for the Smackdown WWE Tag Team Championships. And his tag team partner, one of the craziest partiers you will ever meet, La Parka! Making his way, his tag team partner, also from AAA, La Parka! This man is ready. These two guys are ready. Two people were broken into the Indies together, ready to become tag team champions, potentially. But they must go through one of, if not the greatest high-flying tag team of all time. Nathan Frazier and Axiom, who you put them together, this is Fraxium! These two guys ready to become your WWE Tag Team Champions. What they know going into this is going to be a war. This is going to be a battle between these two teams. Nathan Frazier and Axiom ready. Psycho Clown has started for his side, and Axiom starting for his side. Here we go, folks. Psycho Clown and Axiom. Taking their time, and now, Psycho Clown went after Axiom, but he goes to the neck breaker, drop kick, bang! Axiom, and Axiom now going immediately after Psycho Clown here with some kicks to the leg. Oh no, Psycho Clown caught him. Psycho Clown now setting him up, roll through, quickly sliding into a quick cover, and Axiom gets the shoulder up quickly. Nothing here, rolls out of the way of that chop. Now more kicks to the leg, but no, Psycho Clown with a knee to the, with an elbow to the knee, and now going after him with some strikes and a kick to the belly. Spanish fly into the cover again. One, and a quick kick out at one after the Spanish fly. Psycho Clown trying to catch Axiom off guard with these quick kick counts. Ooh, neck breaker, and now some chops to Psycho Clown, and Axiom getting some offense in here now, folks. Axiom now setting him up, hook arm, German suplex! And Axiom getting the crowd up here tonight in Oklahoma as him and Nathan Frazier are looking to capture the tag team belts. Uppercut by Axiom right in front of La Parka, who has to just watch his teammate Psycho Clown get destroyed. Leg scissors! And Axiom is feeling it. Psycho Clown turns, trying to get to La Parka, who's giving him his hand. No! Oh! Axiom for a bicycle kick, but Clown moved out of the way and hit him with a big knee right there to the head. Oh, the code breaker! And here comes La Parka now. Axiom, dazed, looking around, doesn't know where he's at. La Parka now picking him up and tagging Psycho Clown back in. Psycho Clown with a big chop, and now La Parka tagged back into the match. La Parka loses his first attack, looking right at Axiom. La Parka taking the arm of Axiom, taking him around, and setting him up in a big suplex. La Parka into the cover here, folks. One, and another quick kick out at one by Axiom. La Parka trying to do some damage. Some kicks to the midsection, and Axiom drop kick, able to get La Parka down momentarily. And he's able to run to the corner. Here comes Nathan Frazier, fresh and ready. La Parka going after Frazier now. Nathan Frazier with some chops. Him and La Parka going at it here, folks. Back and forth. Oh, sling blade. And Nathan Frazier almost standing moonsault. One. Quick kick out of one leg by La Parka. Drop kick to the back. No! And La Parka moved out of the way of Nathan Frazier's drop kick attempt. These two teams back and forth here right now, folks. And they are looking. La Parka. Spanish moonsault. One. Oh! Tried to get him there, but no. Frazier kicked out at one. Getting Frazier back up to his feet. La Parka now setting him up. Big slide body slam. And La Parka now going to the top rope. taking out Axiom. Laparca, Spanish fly. Slides over into the cover. 1, 2. Quick kick out on 2 by Nathan Frazier. Frazier now back, using the turnbuckle to get back to his feet. Laparca giving us a little boogie in the center of the ring. Nathan Frazier gets his legs up and kicks Laparca in the face. Swing blade by Frazier, who takes out Clown. Elbow drop now by Frazier. And Nathan Frazier now bringing himself to the top rope. Frazier, Swanton! Swanton into the cover! 1, 2, quick kick out at 2 by Laparca's. Clown was coming to break it up. Back and forth tonight, folks. Both teams wanting the tag team titles, and Nathan Frazier elbow to the chest of Laparca. And now Frazier jumping himself outside of the ring. Laparca able to turn and get the Psycho Clown, who now goes right after Nathan Frazier. Laparca rolls out of the way. Sorry, Clown rolls out of the way, but Frazier able to knock him into the corner. Oh, Frazier elbow drop kick to the side of the head of Clown. And now Frazier calling Clown to get up to his feet. Nathan Frazier sets him up. Airstrike elbow. Frazier in the cover after that 1. Laparca's not even going to give him a chance. He breaks it up at 2. Oh, Laparca came in. Clown now able to get back to his feet. Drop kick to the side of Frazier's head. And Psycho Clown uses the distraction from Laparca to take advantage back into this match, as now he hits Frazier with a roundhouse kick. Psycho Clown Irish whip, Hurricane Rana, and Psycho Clown using his athleticism, setting himself up, moves up, oh, Frazier got the knees up, crossbody, flips himself back up, here comes Axiom, tag back into the match, Axiom with an elbow drop, Axiom now. Him and Clown gonna go back and forth. Axiom using his kicks to the side of the leg. Big punch to the face of Clown. And another hook. Hook arm German into the cover. 1, 2. Psycho Clown gets the shoulder up at 2. Axiom trying to pick up the win. The super kick. Standing moonsault. And Axiom trying to go in after Laparca now. Laparca with a punch to the face. Trying to turn it off to Clown. Clown used the attack to help him. Psycho Clown now. Oh, punch to the face. Cover here, folks. 1, 2. Axiom gets the shoulder up and survives. After the Clown punch right there. Psycho Clown tried to knock him away. He's trying to use the advantage he has. Some big chops here now to Axiom. He sets him up in part. Oh, and Clown rolls through again on Axiom. Here comes Laparca down back into the match. Laparca and Clown looking good right now. Trying to keep Axiom at bay. Laparca setting him up. Oh, cross in the neck. Suplex connects. Laparca setting up Axiom here, folks. Oh, Spanish fly, standing Spanish fly 1. And Nathan Frazier helping his partner out. Laparca, oh my God, a spin around neck breaker. And now Laparca is looking to put away Axiom. Grabs the hand of Axiom, trying to get away. Axiom, drop kick to the knee, trying to get away from him. And Axiom now setting up Laparca. Drop kick to the side of the head, knocking down the tall skeleton. And Axiom now Irish whipping Laparca into the corner. Big kick to the midsection there. Axiom now. Axiom's got him. Is setting up Laparca for something. Axiom's got him set. Axiom ready. Spanish fly from the top rope. Axiom rolls over. Axiom into the cover now. And Psycho Clown not even giving him a second. Punch to the face. Axiom took out Clown. Axiom took Clown out. Laparca dazed in the middle of the ring. Oh my God! The Midnight Sky connects! 1, 2! La Parka gets the shoulder up! Axiom cannot believe it. He stands there stunned. Axiom Irish whip to La Parka, trying to get the crowd of Oklahoma on his side. Drop kick to the midsection, and Axiom now might have La Parka on the ropes, to the top rope. Elbow drop. Axiom now in the cover. 1, 2. La Parka gets the shoulder up at 2. What a bout. Who is walking out tonight on Smackdown? Who is walking out the WWE Tag Team Champions? Raw crowned the World Champions on Monday. We crowned the WWE Tag Team Champions tonight. And a frog splash to the outside. Axiom risking it all. Both teams know what's at stake. The Tag Team Championships are on the line, folks. And these two teams giving us a battle that no one else would give. Axiom trying to put away La Parka and Clown. Clown and La Parka trying to figure out the antidote to put these two away. Spin around slam, hooks the leg. 1, 2. La Parka once again kicks out. Keeping his team alive. Frazier and Axiom cannot believe what is going on here. Oh, La Parka fighting back now. Drop kick taking out Frazier. And here comes Psycho Clown. Tag back into the ring. Psycho Clown now waiting for Frazier to get back up. Some strikes and kick to the midsection. Chop to the chest. More punches. And now Psycho Clown. Irish whip to Nathan Frazier. Psycho Clown. Big body splash. Down goes Frazier. Psycho Clown to the top rope. Psycho Clown. Moonsault connects. 1. Get Axiom breaks it up. Saving his partner. Clown taking on a drop kick. Oh, Frazier tried to use it. Frazier. Oh, Clown's got him. Oh, Clown core into the cover. 1, 2. Then Frazier got the shoulder up. Oh my God, I thought that was it. Nathan Frazier keeps him alive. Who is walking out with the gold? Frazier knocked out with a punch off the top. Psycho Clown. Psycho Clown off the ropes. And a suicide dive! Psycho Clown letting the crowd of Oklahoma feel it! The crowd here tonight is on their feet, folks. They are thunderous tonight! This match. Oh, and he hit his arm, but he also hurt his neck, I think. Clown go immediately back to his feet, and Psycho Clown now. Oh, Frazier stopped him! Nathan Frazier has Clown set up, takes out La Parka. Nathan Frazier now setting up Clown, has Psycho Clown set. Looking for a suplex from the top rope. Psycho Clown caught, suplex, Frazier rolls through. Final cut. 1, 2, Psycho Clown. And La Parka and Clown stay alive. Psycho Clown fighting and using it as he's able to kick out. Big kick to the gut of Frazier rolling away. Both men trying. Frazier counters that. Chop to the chest of La Parka. Now starts kick to the midsection. Sling blade and Frazier now. Oh, La Parka neck breaker. La Parka takes him down. Clown able to get the hot tag. La Parka now back in fresh. La Parka now trying to get out. Nathan Frazier hitting him with a bunch of chops. Now kicking the leg, trying to get the leg to go. Parka, oh, dropped him on his head. And La Parka having fun with it tonight. Spanish fly, covered. 1, 2. Nathan Frazier kicked out. Oh my God! Who is gonna win the gold? What a match! These two teams don't know what it means to quit. And Axiom tagged himself in there, trying to keep his team alive. Axiom bringing La Parka in with that strength. Calling for it. Is he looking for the Midnight Sky? No, counter by La Parka. Well, he countered La Parka. Knee to Axiom. No, Axiom countered. That's him. No, La Parka countered. Going back and forth. Drop kick. And these two men trying to put it away. La Parka yelling at the ref, telling him this match is going to be over and that this match should be over. Axiom now going for it. No, La Parka saw from his peripheral. No, Axiom counters. Who's going to? Midnight Sky! The Midnight Sky! Whoa! Psycho Clown knew it! And Psycho Clown now! Axiom takes him out. Axiom took out Psycho Clown. Axiom not paying attention. Axiom, wait, Axiom wasn't paying attention. He was focused on Clown. La Parka, party all night. Oh my God! And Axiom had his foot under the rope. La Parka is pissed. You can see it in his body language. He is pissed. Oh, roll up attempt, Axiom, bridging the two bodies. Now 1, 2. La Parka gets the shoulder up, keeps him alive. Oh my God, who is gonna put the other away? And Axiom down to the top rope, looking around. They're stretching, I think. Here comes Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier calling La Parka to his feet. Frazier now, La Parka. And La Parka now with some kicks. La Parka! Another Spanish fly! And La Parka giving us a little grip. Here comes Axiom to save his partner. Oh, La Parka with another. La Parka takes down Axiom. Axiom dazed. And La Parka, party all night! 1, 2, 3! Here are your winners and the new tag team champions! Wow! What a match! What a brawl! Both teams gave it their all, but in the end it is La Parka and Psycho Clown who pick up the win. They gave everything they had, but in the end it is La Parka and Psycho Clown who are going to be walking at Smackdown, your WWE Tag Team Champions. They fought hard, they fought well, and they are your Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to these two men. They are going to have a long road ahead of them. But for tonight, they can celebrate as champions. We will be back in a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, for our next match, which we get some women's action going next. Well, folks, we will see Ethan Page open up next week, but tonight, we are now going to get underway for some women's action! This is one of the 4 qualifiers that we will see over the next couple of weeks. Tonight, it is a one-on-one match. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan will go to battle to see who the first participant of the ladder match will be. Alexa Bliss carrying that doll, getting ready for this match tonight. And of course, her opponent, she is the baddest girl on the roster. It is Liv Morgan. She will make you cry. She will make you go crazy. She will make you see colors when she knocks you into the other world with an oblivion. Her and Alexa Bliss battle for the first qualifier tonight. Who will be in that ladder match for the women's world title? We find out in a few moments. They're trying to get the crowd into it as these two women get ready to go back and forth. Get ready to approach. Here we go. Alexa Bliss walking up. Just staring down Liv Morgan. And Liv wants nothing to do with it. She's just... Well, and Liv Morgan backing up and... Liv Morgan backing up, trying to get out of the ropes, and Bliss not letting her get away. Alexa Bliss, arm drag, and Alexa Bliss starting here. Oh, and a nice turnover. Wow, and Alexa Bliss takes the momentum early here, putting Liv Morgan on the ropes immediately. Irish whip into the corner now, and Alexa Bliss flipping Liv Morgan over, and Alexa Bliss, and a running senton! And she is not letting Liv Morgan have any time to breathe. Trying to be ruthless. Liv Morgan with an elbow to slow down the momentum. And now with a kick to the gut of Alexa, and another kick to the gut of Alexa. And now with some strikes to the face. Liv Morgan, planting Alexa Bliss's face into the center of the mat. And Liv Morgan letting the crowd have some attention as she hits right back. Liv Morgan now setting up Alexa for a suplex. And setting her up for another suplex, just like someone who we saw earlier tonight who never pulled this move out. It's the Three Amigos! Well, pulling that move out to the heritage of her boyfriend, Dominic Mysterio, who everyone thinks is related to Eddie Guerrero. Drop kick by Liv Morgan to the side of the head. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, of course, had a great rivalry in WCW in the early 90s. And tonight, Dominic Mysterio was in action. He didn't come out successful, but maybe Liv Morgan, out of the two of them, could be the one that gives them some success tonight. But Alexa Bliss is not letting it down. Alexa Bliss is throwing Liv Morgan to the ground by her throat. Liv Morgan rolling out, trying to get away. And Alexa Bliss now off the ropes, teasing, giving Liv Morgan some heart. Liv Morgan, though, wrapping Alexa's neck around the ropes as she's able to take advantage of Alexa teasing her a little bit. Alexa was trying to play mind games, and Liv Morgan now trying to get back into the momentum of this match. Liv Morgan, though, Spinneroonie! 1, 2, quick kick out of one by Alexa. Alexa Bliss now trying to keep herself going in this match. Alexa Bliss catches the foot and a big punch, and now big punch in the gut. And Liv Morgan might be earning, and Alexa looking interesting there. Looking around. Big kick, and Alexa trying to keep the momentum in her favor. Irish whip into the corner, and Alexa throwing Liv Morgan again. Alexa looking around, going to the top rope now. Alexa Bliss, splash! Hook of the leg here tonight. 1! And Liv Morgan gets the shoulder up quickly, keeping herself alive in this match. Alexa Bliss, knees! Knees right to the midsection of Liv Morgan. Irish whip into the corner. Shoulder to the elbow. Shoulder to the midsection, taking down Liv Morgan. And another Irish whip. And Alexa Bliss, another shoulder tackle. Trying to go for a stop, but Liv Morgan able to catch the boot and flips Alexa Bliss on her face. Liv Morgan now stopping Alexa into the ground, folks. Liv Morgan setting her up. Liv Morgan slamming her down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Alexa Bliss gets the shoulder up and tries to get to the ropes to help herself for support. Liv Morgan now pulling in, and face first into the ropes goes Bliss. Liv Morgan now, code breaker! Looking to advance to Backlash. 1, 2. Alexa Bliss gets the shoulder up. And Liv Morgan thought she might have had it there. Frustration as she screams at the ref that it's not fair. But the ref telling her it was only a 2 count, trying to explain to her. And roll up. Liv trying, Alexa trying to roll it up here. Liv gets the shoulder up and keeps herself alive. Running into each other. Oh, Liv Morgan with a big punch that knocks out Alexa Bliss. Alexa looking at the ropes. Both women taking some time to have some fun and get the crowd into it. But Alexa, and Liv Morgan immediately, as Alexa turns her back, goes right after her. These two women back and forth, and Alexa swept the knees to the midsection, and knees again. She likes to call that one the knee breaker. And the cover, 1, 2, and Liv Morgan gets the shoulder up at 2. Alexa Bliss now trying to maybe put this one away. Irish whip into the corner. Shoulder tackle into the corner. And now Alexa Bliss, another Irish whip. And oh no. Oh no, Alexa Bliss has something set up here. Punch to the face. Alexa's got Liv set up on the top rope. Alexa Bliss suplex to Liv Morgan. And Alexa now going to the top rope. Should she be looking for Twisted Bliss? She does. Oh, and Liv got the knees up. Liv got the knees up. Drop kick to knock out Alexa. Back and forth. But Liv Morgan right now has the momentum. Alexa's dazed. And Alexa off the ropes, but Liv Morgan with immediate strikes to the midsection, chest, and face, trying to knock Alexa down. More chops to the face, and Liv now setting up Alexa. Oblivion for the win. 1, 2, then Alexa kicked out. Alexa Bliss keeps herself alive. I don't know how she got this strength to get the shoulder up, but she did. Alexa, Liv now, drop kick to the face of Alexa Bliss. And Liv Morgan is trying to put away Alexa Bliss. Oh my God, what the fuck? It's the spider walk. No, Alexa, Sister Abigail into the cover. 1, 2. Liv Morgan gets the shoulder up! Oh my God, both women had a chance to put the other away! Liv Morgan kicked the ref! Liv Morgan was angry! No, code breaker! Both women down! Who's gonna get to their feet first? And now, Liv into the cover, 1, 2! Then Bliss kicked out at 2! Alexa Bliss keeping it alive! Running into each other. Oh, takedown Oblivion! Actually, wait, it was a takedown arm drag. I'm not sure that was even... She got hold of the Oblivion! What? Oh no. Liv is furious. I don't even think she cares if she gets DQ'd. She just wants to cause Alexa so much pain. No, and Alexa punched the chair into her face. And the referee now taking the chair, doing nothing about it. Liv, I think she went for an Oblivion. Alexa now just unloading. Flips her over onto her back. Swanton, no. Liv Morgan moved out of the way using her momentum. Liv Morgan, drop kick! Can she put Alexa Bliss away? Can she do it, folks? Can she put away? Liv Morgan, draw knees to the back! Drop kick! Alexa, knees again! Looking to put it away! Wait, what the hell? Wait, what the hell is this? It's Raquel Rodriguez! What the hell? What the fuck? Alexa, turn around! Liz, turn around. She's in the ring. Oh my God, Rodriguez. Tejana bomb. Raquel Rodriguez just hit Liz with a Tejana bomb. Into the cover. No. 1, 2. Alexa got the shoulder up. Bliss got the shoulder up. Liv Morgan is in shock. Screaming at the ref. Telling her, no, that's a 3 count. Bliss using the ropes. Bliss after the bad knee of Liv. Alexa Bliss now. Bliss has Liv said. Sister Abigail. And Alexa Bliss now going to the top rope. She's got Liv said. Twisted Bliss into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Alexa Bliss is moving on to the 4-way ladder match in Backlash. Well, in 4 weeks, Alexa Bliss has the chance for the women's title, but she now has to wait 3 more weeks to see who her opponents will be. Liv Morgan pulled out everything. Raquel Rodriguez tried to help her best friend. I'm surprised Dominic didn't even come out to help, but in the end, it is Alexa Bliss who is moving on to the fatal 4-way ladder match in 4 weeks at Backlash. We will be back momentarily with our next triple threat of the night for your co-main events of the evening. We'll be right back in a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our co-main event of the evening tonight. Making his way to the ring first. He is a man who has the most legendary father in wrestling. He is a man that has not just one legendary family member in wrestling, but 2. It is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. You can hear tonight the crowd singing his way to the ring. This is our last triple threat match of the night. It is your co-main event of the evening. Whoever walks out the winner tonight will face LA Knight in next week's main event for the WWE Championship live on ESPN. Well, making his way down to the ring, it is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes ready for this triple threat match tonight. The next competitor, making his way down to the ring, it is the badass of all badasses. It is the dog that runs the yard. It is Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker wants to make a name for himself, and if he wins tonight, it's going to be him and LA Knight next week in the main event. But of course, Braun Breaker's got to go through the man standing in the ring. And of course, the last man in tonight's match, the Scottish Psychopath. Speaking of the Scottish Psychopath, making his way down to the ring, the final competitor, it is Drew McIntyre. These 3 men are about to go to war to see who will get a shot at the WWE Championship next week in the main event. Well, folks, Cody Rhodes is ready. Braun Breaker is ready. And of course, Drew McIntyre. Here we go, folks. And Drew going right after Cody. But now Breaker going after both men, but Breaker going after Cody immediately, and Drew McIntyre letting him have some fun. Breaker picks up Cody and slams him down into his midsection. Drew McIntyre now going with the fist out behind Breaker, and Drew and Breaker now going at it. Drew with some chops and some strikes to the face. Cody taking out the leg of Drew, and Cody stands tall as both beasts are down. Cody Rhodes is going to try and steal it tonight. Breaker going after Cody now with some strikes to the chest and face. And Breaker now quickly lifting up Cody. Flip around, drop through. Drew, headbutt drop to Cody Rhodes. Breaker trying to go after him, and Drew would not allow him. Drew with an elbow. And Breaker slaps him and catches his arm and drags him through. Breaker and Drew going at it now. Breaker giving Joe some strikes to the face. Elbow to the face. Clothesline, no. Drew catches Braun and sends him down. Cody now getting into the action, hitting Drew. And a big twisty suplex. And Cody Rhodes now setting his sights towards Braun Breaker. Breaker, though, catches him. Headbutt to Cody Rhodes. Drew McIntyre. Oh, Cody Rhodes takes down Braun Breaker. Oh, Drew picks up Rhodes. Rhodes to the counter, though. Cody Rhodes says Drew. Drew with some elbows to the midsection of Cody here. And Braun Breaker now lifting up Cody. Tossing him towards the back like garbage. And Drew now going after Braun Breaker. These two men back and forth. And Drew McIntyre standing tall over both of them, telling Cody to get to his feet, yelling, talking crap at him. Cody Rhodes now counters the fist. Cody Rhodes takes Drew McIntyre, Irish whip off the ropes. Cody, arm drag onto Drew McIntyre. Cody flipping onto Drew. Breaker immediately breaks it up, doesn't even give him a chance. Cody Rhodes now counter. He's able to get some fist on. Big kick to the face of McIntyre. But Drew takes advantage. Oh, Cody went for a kick. Missed. Takes out Drew. Breaker now. Breaker. Cody now. Bro, Cody. No. Breaker arm drag. Oh, Cody immediately gets up. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, and McIntyre with a headbutt. McIntyre went for another one, but he misses. Big boot to Breaker in the corner. And McIntyre. Cody now bringing a sledgehammer in. Drew McIntyre and Cody now going at it. And Cody Rhodes now with a dropping Drew on his face on the rope. And now Breaker with that sledgehammer to Cody Rhodes. And Breaker sliding into the cover now. 1, 2. Cody Rhodes kicks out at 2. Drew McIntyre making his way back into the ring. Drew McIntyre now. Cody Rhodes slams into the side. Cody and Braun Breaker going at it back and forth, folks. Cody going to the ropes. No, Breaker not allowing Cody to do anything. Drew taking his time outside. Cody now. Cody and Breaker going at it. Cody sets up Breaker. The hip thrust. Bionic elbow. Glasgow kiss. Glasgow kiss. Drew. Can he put it away? 1, 2. Cody Rhodes kicks out at 2. That headbutt from Drew, the Glasgow kiss, could put any man down. Drew McIntyre now Irish whip to Cody in the middle of the ring. Breaker though from behind. Breaker dropping McIntyre onto the knees. Into the cover. Now 1, 2. Cody breaks it up and keeps himself in this match. Breaker was trying to put it away there, folks. Cody now with an elbow to Breaker. Cody and Braun Breaker now. Cody Rhodes has the advantage on Braun Breaker. Rhodes with a big power slam now to Breaker. And Cody setting up the badass. Cody setting it up. Cody Cutter. And now setting up the Crossroads. Cody Rhodes. Crossroads to Breaker. And Drew doesn't even give him a chance. McIntyre, Claymore! Drew, cover on the Breaker. 1, 2. Breaker gets the shoulder up. McIntyre now covers on to Cody. 1, 2. Cody gets the shoulder up. McIntyre tried to steal the win right there. Could not put it away. Oh, Breaker stops it. And Cody and Breaker take out Drew. Cody now getting attacked by Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker laying Cody down, and Breaker stands tall. Spear! Spear by Breaker! 1, 2, Drew McIntyre kicked out! Breaker was a second away from winning. Him and Cody now going at it. Cody stopping Breaker's momentum. Cody taking Breaker. Spin! Spin slam! Cover! 1, 2, Drew breaks it up at 2. Cody tried to steal it. Oh, Drew now gets Cody, lifts him on his shoulders. Drew! And he walks and he drops Cody face first. Cody to his feet though. McIntyre going after Breaker. Cody takes McIntyre out. And Cody now taking out Breaker. Oh, big slam by Cody. Oh, McIntyre with a big kick. Cody dodges the chop from McIntyre, and now McIntyre elbows to the gut of Cody, trying to take advantage here. And a clothesline over the top rope. Breaker now roll up onto Drew, looking for the win. 1, 2, and Drew kicks out at 2. Drew McIntyre now knees to Braun Breaker. Oh, future shock DDT. 1. Cody breaks it up as he gets immediately back into the ring. Cody Rhodes now throwing Drew into the ref. Drew with an elbow though. Oh, neck breaker. Neck breaker calling for it. Oh, Braun Breaker stopping whatever Drew had in mind. I think Drew was going to attempt the Claymore, but Breaker stops him. Knees to the midsection cover. And Cody breaks it up with a kick. Cody Rhodes now, Irish whip into the corner here. And Cody sending Breaker face first, a strike to the back, another strike to the back. Oh, Breaker fighting out of it though. Spear! Spear to Cody! Breaker for the win! 1, 2, Braun! Drew McIntyre saves it! McIntyre saves it. Sideways slam onto the knee. McIntyre setting up Rhodes. And these two men back and forth. What a man. Oh, Cody throws Drew over. Drew now. Cody takes Drew and sends Drew flying. Drew's legs. Oh, I think they hit the edge of the announce table. Oh, neckbreaker jumping from behind. And now Breaker, Cody and Drew all looking around at each other. Oh, Cody takes down Drew. And Cody, now wait, Drew McIntyre takes down Cody Rhodes, gets back into the ring. Breaker now. Breaker trying to take out Drew. No, Drew counters. Oh, out of the way, back and forth. McIntyre now going after Breaker. Let's go, Kiss! Claymore! Claymore! Braun Breaker, come Drew! Drew taunting! Oh! Who's taunting in the face of Breaker? Spear! Spear! 1, 2, Cody breaks it up before the 2 count. Cody! Cody! Crossroads! Crossroads! 1, 2, and Breaker kicked out! Oh my God! Braun Breaker got the shoulder up! Cody now laying Breaker out with that kendo stick! And here comes Drew! Claymore! Claymore to Cody! 1, 2, Cody kicked out! Which one of these men is going to the main event of Smackdown next week? Which one of these guys will be facing for the WWE Championship? Cody out! Breaker and Drew now going at each other! Breaker now laying into Drew. Wait, Drew fighting back though! These two guys fighting, giving out the Breaker with an arm drag. Stomps to Drew. I think Drew's dazed. Breaker over the top takes out Cody. Drew and Braun Breaker feeling it now. Braun Breaker, Drew to his feet. Breaker, Drew with a slap to the face. Back and forth. Cody and Drew taken out. Back and forth. Who is going to be Breaker? Breaker, knees. Breaker is looking to put it away. Drew to his feet. Drew just flipped himself up. Spear. Claymore. Drew just Breaker and a Claymore. Drew into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Drew McIntyre steals it. Braun Breaker had Cody dead to right with a spear. And Drew came out of nowhere with a Claymore and steals it. What a match. What a battle between these guys. It was right here with the knees. The spear right there. And as Breaker turns around, Claymore right to the face. And it is Drew McIntyre who will face LA Knight next week in the main event for the WWE Championship. All right, folks, we will be right back for the main event in a few moments. But once again, congratulations to McIntyre. Well, looks like next week's match is going to be a triple threat match for the WWE title. But folks, it is now time for the main event. Making his way down to the ring first, he is one of the best luchadors you will ever see. It is Penta! Penta and Javon Evans go to war in your main event. The United States Championship is on the line in our main event of Smackdown tonight. Man, Penta, you can see he is ready for this main event. He must take on one of the best upcoming high flyers, the bounciest boy, Javon Evans. And of course, folks, making his way down to the ring, the boy that is bouncy, Javon Evans! You can see Javon Evans looking around this Oakland crowd as he is ready. And here we go, folks. The main event, moments away as Javon Evans makes his way down to the ring. Well, folks, there we see it. The United States Championship is on the line in the main event of the evening. As you see, our referee, Emily Steele, raising the belt as she is your referee for the main event. Penta is ready. Javon Evans is ready. And, both men walking towards one another. Oh, and Penta extends. Oh, and we have a handshake before the match to show respect. These two guys respect one another. It's going to be a nice little fight. Penta goes for a drop kick, but misses. Javon moved out of the way. But Penta goes for it again and moved, and Javon moved out of the way. And Penta leg scissors, and this match is underway as these two men now going to battle it here for the United States Championship. Penta with some kicks to Javon. Penta with an Irish Whip into the corner, and Penta taunting a big strike. Oh! Javon Evans stops a big strike in the corner, and another big strike in the corner, and he sends Penta flying across the ring. And Javon Evans roaring to the crowd. And Javon now just lays a fist into the face of Penta. Javon Evans now getting Penta up to his feet. And Javon Evans now setting up Penta. Suplex dropping Penta onto his head. And Javon Evans is feeling it super early in this one. Spinning roundhouse kick, and Javon Evans Goes for a stop. When Penta catches the legs, big stop to the midsection, and he halts the momentum of the young OG, Javon. Penta with some kicks to the leg, a chop to the chest now, and more kicks to the leg. And Javon, and now Penta setting him up. Roll through, big super kick by Penta to the face of Javon Evans. And Penta with a quick takedown by Javon, who you can see slap the mat in frustration. Big chop there, and Javon goes down. Penta dropping the foot into the chest of the young OG. And these two men going back and forth. Oh, went for a super kick. Javon Evans, DDT flip through, and Javon Evans, big running elbow drop. Feeling it now, was able to turn the momentum into his. What is Javon thinking? Javon over the top ropes, and all you thought. Playing some mind games with Penta. So quick strikes down to the outside. And Javon throws Penta back into the ring. Javon Evans now going to the top rope. Javon Evans, frog splash, connects. And Javon rolls into the cover here, folks. One. Penta gets the shoulder up at one quickly. He's not going to give up that easily. Javon Evans trying to. Penta and Javon run into each other. Penta with some strikes now. Javon throwing the fist back kick. No, Penta. Elbow to the knee. Kick to the knee. Another kick to the knee. And another kick. Chop. Penta. Irish whip. Oh, and a Hurricane Rana. And Penta doing his little walk. And now getting Javon to his feet. Penta kick through. Sunset flip. Hooks the leg. One. Javon gets the shoulder up quickly at one. Back and forth. High flying action as these two. Oh, kick to the knee. More kicks to the knee. Chop. And a kick. And now Penta lifting up Javon Evans for the rock submission on the back. Is Javon Evans going to tap? Is Penta going to get Javon Evans to tap out here in the main event of Smackdown? Is Penta going to win the U.S. title? No. Javon Evans with an elbow to the knee, and he drags the arm of Penta down, able to get out of it. Oh, and a sliding clothesline. And Javon Evans now getting Penta to his feet. Javon throws Penta through, and a spinning kick to the face. Javon going to the top rope. Javon Evans, elbow drop to Penta, into the cover. 1, 2, Penta gets the kick out at 2 immediately. Penta, and a Hurricane Rana setting Javon. Leg drop. Penta quickly hooks the leg into the cover. And now 1, 2, and Javon Evans quickly gets the shoulder up at 2. Well, folks, we are in front of a sold-out crowd here tonight in Tulsa, Oklahoma, for the main event. What a night it has been. Of course, next week we already have the Ethan Page Open Challenge in the WWE Championship main event. We will see what else happens in next week's episode. But of course, on Monday, this upcoming week, we have Monday Night Raw. Don't forget about the tournament finals. But Javon Evans now throwing Penta off the top rope. Javon knees to the face of Penta. But I think he nicked his own fist. But I think he nipped his knees against the ring mat. So, Joe and Penta now with a stun gun. Oh, went for an elbow. Javon moved out of the way. These two men back and forth now. Javon with a clothesline, taking down Penta. He's back and forth here, folks. Neither man can seem to get the advantage into this match. Javon Evans setting up Penta. Running powerbomb into the cover. 1, 2. Penta gets the shoulder up and keeps himself alive in the main event. Javon Evans trying to cause as much damage as possible. Penta does into the fist. Super kick. Penta now. Stomp to the back of Javon Evans' head. Penta out to the top rope. Penta sets up the young OG. Stomp to the chest of Javon Evans. Into the cover. 1, 2. And Javon Evans again gets the shoulder up at 2. Penta feeling it. Penta is feeling it here tonight in this live Oklahoma crowd. And he just sends Javon straight into the turnbuckle. Penta, just dropping on that hand full force. Javon Evans, it might be broken, I don't know. Oh, sling blade, and Penta now going to the top rope again. Penta setting him up. Oh, Javon got the knees up though. Penta's lower back. Oh, running knee into the cover. 1, 2, and Penta gets the shoulder up out of the running knee. Javon Evans now with some quick strikes and another strike to the face and another running knee. And Javon Evans now spin around the world. 1, 2, and Penta survives, leaving himself open in this match. Penta still has a chance, battling. Javon Evans out here driven to the turnbuckle. Big strike to Penta. Another big strike to Penta. Setting himself up. And he sends Penta flying over the ring. Big elbow drop, and Javon Evans is feeling it now, folks. Drop kick, no, Penta, super kick to the side. Got all the momentum back on his favor. Penta, kick to the midsection, setting up Javon. Penta driver. Penta driver to the number 1, 2. Javon Evans gets the shoulder up. Penta thought it was over after the Penta driver. He cannot believe that Javon Evans is still standing. Big chop. Big chop that sends shockwaves to and a kick to the back of the head. And a sling blade, and finally Javon goes down. He would not go down there for a sec. Penta. Snap suplex quickly into the cover here now. 1, 2, and not even a 2 count there. Quick kick out by Javon. He was not going to let Penta get a good count on that snap suplex. Penta sling blades to a standing Javon Evans. And now Penta setting him up. Sunset flip. Looking for the win here. 1, 2. And Javon Evans once again gets the shoulder up. And Penta now, is he calling for the Mexican Destroyer? No one for a super kick. Oh my God. Go! OJ Cutter! Javon cut him, OJ Cutter! 1, 2. Penta gets the shoulder up. Javon Evans thought he had him. He had him dead to right, and Penta got enough strength to lift him out. Javon, what is he looking for? Oh, DDT onto the apron! Penta's gotta be rattled. He took an OG cutter and then gets driven into the apron. Penta must be rattling here, folks. Penta moved out of the way, Javon Evans. He's stunned. Big leg drop. And Penta now setting it up. Chop. And Penta sets it. Oh, another snap suplex. Into the cover again this time. 1. And another quick kick out at 1 by the snap suplex. Javon Evans showing his strength, his resilience tonight. And a big body slam by Penta. And now Penta setting up the young OG. Setting him up. Penta. Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2. Javon Evans got the shoulder up. Holy shit. I thought that was going to be it. Penta trying to cause more damage. Back and forth in the main event tonight. These guys are throwing everything they can think of at each other. Penta now's got Javon Evans set up. Penta, Hurricane Rana from the top rope. And Penta now going to the other side of the ring. Penta setting him up. Penta, Swanton connects. Slides into the cover. 1, 2. Javon Evans again gets the shoulder up. These two, Javon Evans now getting back to his feet immediately. I think Penta was caught off guard. He could not believe it. And Javon Evans now throwing everything he can at Penta. Big strike, big strike. Javon Evans now setting up Penta in the corner. Big strike to the face. Javon Evans, what has he got set up? Oh, Hurricane Rana! What a move by Javon Evans! Frog splash! Frog splash! Javon getting back over, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Penta kicked out. Penta kicks out at 2. And Javon Evans has been trying to put him away all night. Super kick. And Javon Evans talking some garbage. Oh, Penta super kick. He did the same thing right back. Got up in Javon's face. And I think caught him off guard. Oh, Javon, no! Got the momentum of Penta and a big stomp now. And a stomp to the leg. And Javon Evans now grabbing that leg, turning him around. One-legged Boston Crab on the Penta. Penta's trying not to let Javon sit and bridge it. Javon's trying to get all his weight onto the back of Penta. Penta's trying to fight out of it. Javon trying to apply the pressure. Penta trying to get out of it. Penta grabs the leg. Face first goes Javon. Javon counters. Mexican Destroyer. Javon hit a Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2. Penta gets the shoulder up. Oh my God, I thought that was it. Javon Evans hits a Mexican Destroyer and can't put it away. Oh, roll up by Penta, looking to steal it. 1, Javon was distracted. 2, Javon gets the shoulder up. Evans was distracted. I don't know how he got out of it. Oh, drop kick. Drop kick, both men down. And Javon gets to his feet faster. Javon setting up his target. And Javon Evans throwing the turnbuckle away. Javon Evans! OG cutter! And my bad! 1, 2, Penta! Oh my God, 2.9! Oh my God! And Javon, he's gonna look for another one! He's looking for another one! Penta moved out of the way! Javon hurts! Oh, Mexican Destroyer! Mexican Destroyer! Penta's not the kick to the midsection! Penta driver! Penta looking to put it away. He's got Javon set up here. And another Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2, 3. What a match, but here is your winner. And the new United States Champion, Penta. Javon Evans, right there, he almost put it away, but it would be right here with the Penta driver that probably rattled Javon for the last time. And then it would be right here with the second Mexican Destroyer. And of course, here is your winner, Penta. Well, folks, thank you for joining us for Smackdown. Thank you for watching this episode. We'll see you guys next week on Smackdown, and we'll see you Monday for Raw. Have a good rest of your night, and good night.